Hi guys, my name is Eza and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video is just going to be really simple. I'm just going to be talking about my bookish pet peeves. Surprisingly, after 2 weeks of really sitting down and thinking about it, I could only come up with 4. Surprisingly. So the first one is I find it really odd how historical romance authors, they don't really have a wide vocabulary to describe a guy's dick or a guy's body. It's usually they would, I don't know, metaphorically say it's as hard as steel or as hard as wood. Always these two. I'm not sure why. I'm pretty sure Google can come up with more than just wood or steel for you to compare a man's body to, you know? Like, after reading so many historical romance books back to back, just reading this aggravates me because I'm like, really? I read the same metaphor 6 books ago, you know? It's like, find something new. If it is like the same author for the same series, then it's fine. Maybe it's her style. But it's like these are different authors with different publishers, you know? So I'm just like, you don't think to maybe widen your vocabulary? So the next one is the oblivious beauty trope. I really hate this because this character, usually it's female, they're obviously drop dead gorgeous, you know, they're just stunning. But they don't think so. They only realize that they're beautiful if a guy points it out to them. And this is annoying to me because why do you need a guy to tell you you're beautiful or you're hot? Why can't you just realize it for yourself, you know? Like, and besides, there's so many things that makes a girl beautiful. Her personality. Maybe she's really good in, I don't know, cooking. Or like she helps people out. Why does it always have to concern like physical beauty? And why does it always have to be a man? Why can't, I don't know, her lesbian girlfriend say, hey, you're really beautiful, you know? Just, I don't know, I just find the trope so overdone and toxic. Like, I don't get it. The third one is, I just recently found out this is one of my bookish pet peeves, and this is the bookception pet peeve. I realized this when I was reading Bookishly Ever After, and how this bookish pet peeve works is that in this book, Bookishly Ever After, this girl, I think she's about like 16, I forgot her name, I think Isabel or something. She is a nerd, obviously a stereotype. She's a nerd, she doesn't know how to get a guy. So what she does is she would read all her fairy tale book, like her books pretty much, the books that she likes to read, which low-key, I'm pretty sure it's leprechaun smut. You know, do you. But essentially she just goes and reads this and she literally word by word follows whatever the protagonist does. And I don't mind if the author shows it in the book, then that's fine. What I don't like is when I'm reading another book in the book that I'm reading. If it's 1 or 2 pages, then it's fine, you know, it's okay. It helps the plot. But when it's pages after pages after pages, it just annoys me because I did not request this book in NetGalley to read about some leprechaun smut. I want to read about this girl who has hard time to get a guy because she's way into her books. Because hello, I'm a book nerd. This book talks about a book nerd. But what I get is a weird mix of leprechaun smut and something about a girl who loves books. It's just a weird vibe. But yeah, I don't like it at all. Unless like they tell me from the get-go that, oh, this book is split into 2 perspectives or like 2 stories, then at least I know what I'm getting myself into, so I'm prepared. Like mentally, I'm prepared to read 2 different stories in one book. And then somehow along the way they will merge together. Then that's fine, you know? That's fine. I read this recently in, I think, another historical romance book I just recently finished called Breathless. It's like the points of views changes from the past to the present, but then they merge to one. And that's fine, you know, I know what I'm getting into. And the last one is the, I don't know, it just, this trope annoys me so much, or like a characterization, but it's the Mary Sue character. I really, really, really hate this thing. I don't know what it is. Is it a character? Is it a trope? I'm not sure, but I don't like Mary Sue characters. I find them redundant. I find them stupid. I find them not doing anything for the plot. I feel like if you put your character as a Mary Sue, unless it's satire or comedy, then it's fine. But if you're doing it just to make her more interesting, like she knows how to play the piano, she knows how to beat people, or like she's a, like Selena Sardothian, you know? I have never read the books, but just from the description alone at the back, just really put me off from reading it. She's beautiful, she's a badass assassin, she knows how to do musical instruments or whatever, and then she's just so badass, she's practically perfect. I can smell a Mary Sue character a mile off. So once I read that at the back of the book, I'm like, nope, not for me. Because what's so relatable about a Mary Sue character? Nothing. Because everything just goes smoothly for them, you know? And another thing, apart from Selena, okay, maybe Selena, it's a bit hard for you guys to understand, I guess, or easier to bash me because I've never read the books. But I'll put it this way, Nancy Drew. All of us have read Nancy Drew, right? So Nancy Drew is perfect. She has the perfect boyfriend, perfect best friends, perfect dad, perfect life, perfect house. Everything is perfect. Even when she solves a mystery, she solves it easily because she's smart, she's pretty, everybody loves her. Like when you're younger, then it's great to read about characters like her because you're like, oh wow, Nancy Drew's so perfect. But as you get older, you can't relate to her as much anymore because we as humans are inherently flawed. So once we read about a character that's just perfect in all aspects, they become uninteresting, you know? So, yeah. And that is it for my bookish pet peeve video. Hope you like it, and see you in the next one. Bye, guys.